in the heart of the mountains, a backpacker vanished, leaving behind a trail of questions. What led to this mysterious disappearance? As search teams scoured the rugged terrain, hope clashed with despair, and the community was plunged into a haunting search for answers. It was a bright summer day when 25-year-old Sarah Thompson set off on her solo journey. With her backpack filled with essentials, she was determined to explore the untouched beauty of the wilderness, a dream that now seems eerily distant. Sarah had planned her route meticulously, sharing it with friends and family. But as the days turned into weeks, her loved ones became increasingly worried. It was not like her to miss check-in calls, and the silence was deafening. After a week of silence, her friends reported her missing. Search and rescue teams quickly mobilized, combing through dense forests and steep cliffs. Each step was filled with hope, but the vastness of the landscape made the search daunting. As days passed, the search grew more desperate. Helicopters buzzed overhead, while volunteers from the local community joined forces. Posters of Sarah were plastered everywhere, but with each passing day, the reality of her absence began to settle in. Investigators uncovered Sarah's last known movements. Security footage showed her entering a popular trail, but there were no signs of her after that. The trail became a focal point of the investigation, shrouded in uncertainty. Rumors began to swirl about what could have happened. Some speculated she may have fallen, while others feared she encountered someone dangerous. The community was on edge, grappling with the terrifying possibilities. Months went by with no answers, and hope began to fade. Sarah's family held vigils, praying for her safe return while grappling with the painful reality of her disappearance. Each candle lit was a symbol of their unwavering love. In an effort to keep her memory alive, Sarah's family launched awareness campaigns. They aimed to educate others about safety in the wilderness. Their bravery turned their tragedy into a mission for others to learn from. Years later, the mystery of Sarah's disappearance still haunts the community. Local officials continue to receive tips, but none have led to concrete answers. The search for closure remains an open wound, a reminder of the fragile nature of life. Despite the passage of time, Sarah's spirit lives on. Trail markers have been established in her honor, a reminder to hikers to stay safe and vigilant. The community has found strength and unity, drawing hope from her story. The case of the missing backpacker raises important questions about safety in remote areas. How can adventurers protect themselves? And what can we learn from Sarah's story to ensure that others do not suffer a similar fate? As we reflect on Sarah's story, we are reminded of the unpredictability of life. Her memory encourages us to cherish our loved ones and to always prepare for the unexpected. May her story inspire vigilance and compassion in all of us. As search efforts intensified, local volunteers joined the authorities, driven by hope and compassion. The community rallied, each person holding a piece of Sarah's story close to their heart. They believed that every hour counted in the quest to bring her home, forming a human chain across treacherous terrains. Weeks turned into months, and still there was no sign of Sarah. The local media began to express the fears of the family. Was this another case of a traveler lost to the wild? Each passing day contributed to a growing sense of desperation amongst those who had come to love her spirit. Meanwhile, detectives explored every angle, interviewing fellow backpackers and locals who might have seen her. Each testimony painted a different picture. The last known sighting, a shadowy figure in the distance, a campfire crackling late at night, an anonymous call sparked a renewed investigation, claiming to have seen Sarah the night before her disappearance. This tip-off led detectives deep into the woods, where the landscape appeared to conceal secrets of its own. Could this be the breakthrough everyone had been waiting for? As the search continued, rumors began to swirl. Some whispered about foul play, while others suggested Sarah had chosen to disappear. The divide among the community grew. Could she really be out there living a different life? In a stunning twist, A hiker who frequented the area came forward with a photograph taken days after Sarah went missing. The image captured a figure that bore a striking resemblance to her, igniting hope among those still searching. The detectives worked tirelessly to analyze the photograph. They coordinated with experts to determine the possible location and time frame of the sighting. Each piece of evidence brought them closer to the truth, yet also added layers of complexity to the case. As media coverage heightened, Sarah's family struggled with the spotlight. They found solace in the support of their community, but were overwhelmed by the pressure. Their hope remained, but so did the haunting question: would they ever find their daughter? The case caught the eye of social media influencers and true crime enthusiasts, leading to widespread awareness. With hashtags trending, the story of Sarah's disappearance reached audiences beyond the local community, igniting discussions on safety for travelers. As the investigation dragged on, the authorities faced mounting pressure to bring results. They initiated search parties with drones and volunteers, meticulously combing through areas that had been overlooked, determined to leave no stone unturned. Months after Sarah's disappearance, a breakthrough came from an unexpected source: a local historian. While researching, he discovered an old map that indicated hidden caves in the area, speculated to be frequented by campers and hikers. Armed with this new information, investigators refocused their search efforts. They scoured the terrain based on the map, hoping to uncover clues that could explain Sarah's fate. The community held its breath, awaiting answers. As the search continued, mental health professionals stepped in to support Sarah's family. The emotional toll of the uncertainty weighed heavily on them, and professionals offered counseling to help them cope with their anguish. Despite the challenges, Sarah's story became a symbol of resilience. Fundraising events emerged, dedicated to improving safety measures for adventurers in the region. The community united, determined to bring positive change from tragedy. As media attention dwindled, Sarah's family remained resolute. They established a foundation in her name aimed at educating travelers about safety and preparedness in the wild, ensuring her legacy lived on. Years passed, yet the mystery of Sarah's disappearance lingered. Cold cases often endure, especially when they are intertwined with unresolved emotions. The community continued to honor her memory, dedicating annual hikes in her name. The annual hikes became a healing ritual for many. Participants shared stories of Sarah bonding over their shared love for the outdoors. This tradition helped to foster a sense of belonging and purpose amidst the lingering questions. But the search for answers was never truly over. Investigators remained vigilant, continuing to follow leads as new technology emerged that could assist in cold cases. Each piece of evidence brought hope, however faint. In a surprising twist, a traveler, years later, came forward claiming to have seen a woman resembling Sarah in a distant town. This sparked renewed search efforts as the lead was both exciting and daunting. With each new lead, feelings among the community remained mixed. Hope and skepticism waged an internal battle as they grappled with the reality of Sarah's situation and the harshness of the wilderness. Despite the challenges, Sarah's story remained a beacon of caution for many new adventurers. Online forums buzzed with discussions about safety, encouraging travelers to share experiences and prepare better. As her story continued to resonate, documentaries and podcasts began featuring Sarah's case. These media pieces highlighted the importance of safety in the great outdoors, further cementing her legacy. Through all the heartache, the community found strength. They utilized social media to keep Sarah's case alive, sharing updates and progress in ongoing investigations, while also honoring her adventurous spirit. As the years went by, the mystery of Sarah's disappearance influenced legislation on outdoor safety. New policies were proposed to improve tracking technologies for hikers and backpackers, aiming to prevent similar tragedies. In the end, Sarah's story is a poignant reminder of the unpredictability of adventure. It urges us to respect nature while being prepared for the unexpected, an essential lesson for every traveler. The legacy left behind by Sarah extends beyond her story. It fosters a spirit of community and vigilance among all adventurers, emphasizing that no one should ever be lost in the wild without a trace. With every passing year, Sarah's name lives on, etched in the hearts of those who knew her and those who learned from her journey. Her story compels us to see beyond the adventure and consider the risks involved. As we continue to reflect on Sarah's journey, we honor the spirit of adventure that she embodied. Every hike taken in her memory is a testament to the joy of exploration and the respect we owe to the wild. In the final analysis, Sarah's disappearance remains shrouded in mystery. Yet, her story serves as a catalyst for change, inspiring future generations to prioritize safety while pursuing their dreams of adventure. Through shared experiences and community efforts, we find strength in unity. The lessons learned from Sarah's journey will continue to resonate, guiding many as they navigate their own paths in the wild. As we conclude this chapter of Sarah's story, we invite you to reflect on the importance of preparation and the bond we share with nature. Remember, every adventure carries lessons. It's up to us to heed them. With the search for Sarah intensifying, local authorities mobilized a larger team of volunteers and professionals. The rugged terrain presented challenges, but determination fueled their efforts. Each day brought new hope, yet the wilderness remained unforgiving for those unprepared. As days turned into weeks, the focus shifted not only to finding Sarah, but also understanding her last known whereabouts. Friends and family provided vital details, painting a picture of her adventurous spirit and the challenges she faced. Investigators explored Sarah's social media for clues, uncovering posts filled with excitement and insights into her journey. Her last posts hinted at a deep connection with nature and a desire for solitude, a stark contrast to the frantic search efforts. Meanwhile, the local community rallied, organizing search parties and spreading awareness about Sarah's disappearance. Flyers decorated local shops, and social media campaigns sought to keep her story alive, igniting a sense of urgency among residents. Amid the growing efforts, a hiker reported a sighting near a remote trail, reigniting hope within the search teams. This lead was crucial, prompting a focused search in the area where hope mingled with trepidation. Yet, as teams combed through the area, they faced the reality of the wilderness. Hidden dangers lurked, and the rugged landscape complicated their search. Each step was a reminder of nature's unpredictability. Psychological support was provided to volunteers and family members alike, as the emotional toll of the search weighed heavily. Trained counselors offered a listening ear, understanding the unique strain of losing someone in the wild. Despite the search efforts, time was slipping away. As weeks turned into months, the community's hope began to waver, but they clung to the possibility of closure. Each day brought new challenges, demanding both resilience and unity. As seasons changed, so did the search strategy. Authorities utilized advanced technology, including drones and thermal imaging, to cover vast areas that were previously inaccessible. Innovation became a crucial ally in their quest. In a surprising turn, a local historian came forward sharing stories of other missing backpackers in the area. Their tales shed light on the dangers of the wilderness, emphasizing the need for caution among adventurers. Community members began to host workshops on safety and survival skills, educating aspiring adventurers about the importance of preparation. This initiative aimed to prevent future tragedies and honor Sarah's memory. As the months went by, a sense of resilience emerged within the community. They transformed their grief into action, creating a foundation dedicated to missing persons cases and outdoor safety education. The search for Sarah continued, but the narrative surrounding her disappearance had shifted. Her story became a catalyst for change, inspiring others to take safety seriously while exploring the great outdoors. Reports and statistics began to surface, highlighting the alarming number of missing hikers each year. Sarah's case underscored the importance of awareness and preparedness for both seasoned adventurers and novices alike. As Sarah's story gained traction, social media platforms buzzed with discussions on outdoor safety and the notion of community responsibility in search efforts. Awareness was spreading, and many began to share their own stories of survival. In a poignant moment, Sarah's family held a memorial walk in her honor, inviting the community to join. This event not only celebrated her life, but also served as a reminder of the love and support that binds them all. As the search for Sarah continues, her story remains a beacon of hope and caution. The community's unwavering spirit illustrates how tragedy can unite people, transforming loss into a powerful movement for change. In the face of uncertainty, the community is reminded of the bonds they have forged and the lessons they've learned. Each disappearance echoes the stories of those who ventured into the wild, encouraging a culture of preparedness and respect. As we reflect on Sarah's journey, we recognize that her spirit lives on in the hearts of those who seek her. Her legacy is a call to action for all adventurers to prioritize safety and the preservation of life in the wilderness. The unfolding saga of Sarah's disappearance continues to resonate in the community, reminding them of their strength and the importance of vigilance in the face of nature's challenges. Her journey remains an open dialogue about awareness and action. As we leave this chapter open, let us carry forward the lessons learned from Sarah's story. Every adventure carries with it a responsibility to ourselves and to each other. In honoring her journey, we embrace the call for preparedness and connection with nature. As the search for Sarah continued, her family rallied the community, organizing volunteer search parties. The local townsfolk, moved by her story, offered their help, some even taking time off work to join the effort. Each morning, they gathered with maps, flashlights, and a burning hope to find her. Authorities scoured the area, using helicopters equipped with thermal imaging cameras. Days turned into weeks, but despite their high-tech resources, no trace of Sarah was found. The search became a haunting reminder of the wilderness's unforgiving nature. Local news outlets covered the story extensively, airing interviews with Sarah's friends and family. They described her adventurous spirit, love for nature, and her meticulous planning for the trip. Each interview brought more people to the search. As hope began to dwindle, rumors surfaced about potential sightings of Sarah. One hiker claimed to have seen a woman matching her description near a remote campsite. This ignited renewed energy in the search, as officials followed every lead diligently. The police released a statement urging anyone with information to come forward. They highlighted the importance of community vigilance and cooperation, emphasizing that even the smallest detail could aid in the investigation. In parallel, social media campaigns sprang up, with hashtags like #FindSarah trending. Supporters shared her story widely, reaching audiences far beyond the local area. The digital age transformed the search into a nationwide effort, uniting thousands in a common goal. Despite the overwhelming support, there were also skeptics who questioned the search methods. Some criticized how law enforcement handled the case, leading to heated debates in online forums. Every theory, however wild, was considered as people searched for answers. Weeks into the search, a breakthrough occurred when a local ranger discovered footprints leading away from a popular trail. This finding reignited hopes but also raised new questions. Whose footprints were they, and where did they lead? The footprints led to a secluded cabin, long abandoned and overgrown. Investigators combed through the area, looking for any signs of Sarah. They hoped this hidden location might hold secrets to what had happened to her. Inside the cabin, remnants of past inhabitants were found: clothing, old belongings, and food supplies. While they didn't belong to Sarah, it suggested that others frequented the area, possibly offering new leads on who might have seen her last. Local wildlife experts weighed in, suggesting that Sarah could have encountered wild animals. This theory, while unsettling, became a point of discussion among search teams as they reevaluated their strategies to include wildlife safety. As the investigation continued, the weather turned and the region faced heavy rains. Search efforts were hampered, but the determination of volunteers remained strong. They pushed through adverse conditions, driven by hope and commitment to finding Sarah. Authorities decided to extend the search area beyond where Sarah was last seen. This decision sparked new interest, with volunteers flocking to assist in covering more ground. Many believed that widening the search could uncover vital clues. In a surprising twist, a local psychic offered to assist in the search. Her insights captivated the media and brought a new wave of public interest. While some were skeptical, others felt her involvement might unveil hidden truths. The psychic's predictions led teams to a nearby lake, where she claimed a significant connection to Sarah. The area was searched thoroughly, with divers exploring underwater. Each ripple in the water sparked renewed hope and anxiety. As the weeks progressed, the community remained steadfast in their support. Fundraisers were held to help cover the costs of continued search efforts. The spirit of solidarity echoed through the town, showcasing the impact of Sarah's story. Meanwhile, a documentary crew arrived to chronicle the unfolding events. Seeking to share Sarah's story with a wider audience, they interviewed locals, capturing the essence of Sarah's impact on the community and the search's emotional weight. The media frenzy around Sarah's disappearance led to a rise in similar cases being highlighted. Other families began sharing their stories of missing loved ones, creating a ripple effect of awareness about the plight of missing persons. As Sarah's case continued to unfold, experts began to analyze the psychological impact on her family and friends. The emotional toll of uncertainty weighed heavily on those closest to her, prompting discussions about mental health during crises. In one of the interviews, a close friend of Sarah expressed their frustrations and fears. They shared how her disappearance not only changed their lives, but also left a void in the community. Each word echoed the shared longing for answers. As months passed with no new leads, discussions about a potential memorial for Sarah began to surface. Community members sought a way to honor her spirit and remind others of the importance of safety in the outdoors. The idea of a memorial gained momentum, culminating in a town hall meeting where the community could voice their thoughts. Emotions ran high as stories were shared, further solidifying Sarah's legacy within the town. During this meeting, someone suggested that the memorial not only honor Sarah, but also serve as a beacon for outdoor safety, advocating for better education and environmental awareness in the community. With the community's support, the memorial was officially planned, incorporating features that would educate others about the risks of the wilderness. The project aimed to ensure that no one else would face the uncertainty that Sarah's family endured. As plans progressed, the search for Sarah still lingered in the background. Each announcement about the memorial reignited interest in her case, reminding the public that she was more than a missing person, she was a vibrant part of the community. One day, a dog team trained for search and rescue operations was brought in to assist. The canine companions sparked enthusiasm among volunteers, as many hoped that the dog's keen senses would lead to a breakthrough in the case. The dog team was deployed to areas that hadn't been thoroughly searched. As they worked tirelessly, volunteers followed closely behind, filled with renewed hope that this new avenue could lead to something significant. During one search, the dogs led the teams to a previously overlooked area near a steep ravine. The discovery prompted careful exploration, as the teams took precautions, aware of the dangers that lay ahead. As the search teams combed the ravine, a glimmer of hope sparked when a personal item was discovered, an item that appeared to belong to Sarah. The find electrified the search teams and the community, reigniting the fire of determination. The item was confirmed to be Sarah's, a piece of clothing identified by her family. This shocking revelation added a new layer to the investigation, prompting the team to reevaluate their previous search routes and strategies. With the new evidence, search teams quickly returned to the ravine. They employed a more targeted approach, combining experienced personnel with advanced technology to leave no stone unturned. This renewed focus drove the community forward. As the search progressed, the emotional weight of Sarah's story began to resonate deeply in the town. Local artists started creating murals in her honor, transforming the community into a canvas of love and remembrance. These murals not only served as tributes, but also sparked conversations about safety and nature. They inspired educational programs that would teach future adventurers about preparedness before exploring the wild. In the wake of these initiatives, a local school organized a field trip to a nature center, aiming to educate students about safe practices while enjoying the outdoors. The commitment to preserving Sarah's memory transformed the tragedy into a teaching moment. Meanwhile, the memorial project continued to gain traction, with the community rallying funds through events and donations. Each contribution was a testament to Sarah's lasting impact on the community and its commitment to safety. As the memorial opened, the community held a ceremony filled with speeches, music, and shared memories. The event became a celebration of life, resilience, and the importance of looking out for one another in the great outdoors. In the months that followed, the search for Sarah waned but never ceased. The community remained vigilant, ensuring that her story would never be forgotten. Posters and reminders adorned local businesses, keeping the dialogue alive. In a poignant moment, Sarah's family participated in a local hike, retracing her last known steps. This journey was both an act of remembrance and a tribute to her adventurous spirit, reinforcing the importance of carrying her legacy forward. As the years passed, Sarah's disappearance became a case study in how missing persons cases impact communities. Community discussions centered around safety measures, self-defense, and vigilance in nature, all sparked by her story. In tribute to Sarah, her family continued to advocate for missing persons awareness. They participated in events across the country, sharing her story to educate others on the importance of safety while adventuring in the wild. The community established an annual event in Sarah's honor, a day filled with activities that promoted outdoor education and safety. This initiative aimed to foster a culture of responsibility among adventurers, ensuring Sarah's legacy would live on. As the documentary chronicling Sarah's story aired nationwide, it sparked a larger conversation about the safety of hikers and backpackers. Experts provided insights, emphasizing preventative measures for future adventurers to mitigate risks. The discussions led to the formation of partnerships between outdoor organizations and law enforcement. Together, they developed programs aimed at ensuring better safety protocols for those venturing into nature, all inspired by Sarah's legacy. As these initiatives took root, the community found solace in knowing that Sarah's story had prompted change and heightened awareness. They continued to honor her memory, ensuring that her legacy would serve as a guide for others. Although Sarah's case remains unresolved, her journey continues to inspire and educate. Through the community's collective efforts, they ensure that her spirit lives on in every adventure taken with care and respect for nature.